Oh, what's good, man? Yo. What's up, man? How y'all feeling about IRONSING, bro? Bro, I'm not even gonna lie. Coincidentally, after I made the first video about IRONSING, talking about how busted it is, the opportunity opened up. I asked for permission to make some talents. Homie said I could. Let me tell you right now, there's going to be a lot of talents I'm going to have to go through. I might not be able to get through all of them just because there might be that many. I would hope that not be the case, but it could be. So, look. Okay. So, let me just start up. How y'all been doing, by the way? Let me get rid of this. And yeah, thank you for the one.
Hi Agamatsu, it's me Albedo. Please add a mantra called Iron Door, which literally puts a door that goes through a wall once.
Hey, thanks. We going over tasks right now, though. I'm not gonna hold you. All right. Let me start going through the talents and whatnot. I put a little note to self. Note to self: talents might get a little worse past this point. I've I'm telling you, we got a lot to go through today. Yep.
Hop in VC, let me come give my professional competitive opinion on the talents in question.
I mean, I guess, sure, but you don't know anything, so like it's not like you can really input much.
You still on the water grind?
Yeah, I've been going strong.
You've been going strong. How long has it been so far?
Been about 2 weeks since I've been going healthy.
You still on the salad as well?
Yeah, I've been trying to eat as much salads. Anyway, let's get to it.
Alright, get to it.
Core resonance. The closer your soul is to resonating with a song, the more physical defense you get. Iron Feet. You can apply for just Krita, making it Cestus. Has the same damage as Cestus. Iron Leech. When I'm wanting someone, you steal the iron from your body, suffocating them and slowing them for duration. Suffocating? Oh, I see. But that's just like, you can just proc suffocate. You can proc order that song just by M1s.
It's kind of broken.
Density. Certain matches that suspend you will not work on you because you're too heavy. Uppercuts do not work on you. Judgment can be tempoed. Free. That's actually an interesting idea. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna put them on this list right here. I'm gonna put on a list. Just because you're on the list doesn't mean you get in. Then we're gonna do a tournament arc with the list. We're gonna like, yes.
Oh, shit.
After like, I'll give it 1 hour. After 1 hour of looking at talents, I will stop at 1 hour. I don't care if it gets added. Hear me and hear me well. After 1 hour, I'm done looking at talents. I don't want to take it, you know what I'm saying, any longer than an hour. So we get 1 hour. And at that point, I will stop looking at talents. I'll put the best ones in a tournament arc, and we will vote, all of us together, on which talent deserves to be the best ones and get in. Okay? He said I skipped. You pinned from where it started. Let me pin this one just in case, because I was looking at this one. Was I here?
Yeah, you were the
Was I?
density. You're at the density one.
No, I'm saying like, was I think someone's saying I was like missing some of these.
Yeah, you were like scrolling past the dumb ones, like the like,
Oh yeah, no, I was here. Density. Will you go on the YouTube video? I will go on the channel video as well, actually. I'll give like an extra bit of time for that. So we'll probably stop going through the Discord ones at like 55 minutes, 50 minutes, and then we'll go the channel ones on the comments for like the last 5 to 10. Certain mantras that suspend you will not work on you because you are too heavy. Uppercuts do not work on you. I kind of like, this is an interesting idea. I feel like it'd have to be proc based though. Like you proc it and then like
uppercuts not working.
Yeah, like all the time though.
Yeah, all the time. I feel like instead of that, maybe like a mantra similar to brace, right? You can't be hit by like moves that hit you in the air, and that's a mantra.
I kind of like that. I kind of like the idea though, so I think it's kind of interesting. We'll see. First, shackles. Upon landing physical mantras at close range, apply metal chain. It slows them down. So just the crit blade critical. I
think that's 2-3.
Shard breaker. Block break enemy with an IRONSING mantra will release shards. Lodge themselves into enemy shards will release over time and do some bleed damage. Steel thorns. Block breaking enemy that has shards in them will cause the shards into thorns that decrease movement speed. Transmutation.
Too similar to crystal. That's too similar to crystal, I reckon.
Is to convert the precious ores. Flexion. A mantra. I'm not doing mantra right now, brother. Do ultimate card, IRONSING, and Thunder Call in my bones. Electrified will not get pulled by your IRONSING mantras, but like magnetism. The pulling in would be from iron in people's body. Not actually bad. I'll see. Tetanus.
If it would, that would just be like worse black hole, because I mean it depends on how big the pull is, right?
Yeah. Tetanus, hitting a chilled opponent with IRONSING will slow them down and reduce their swing speed. Tetanus, hitting a chilled opponent with IRONSING. What does chilled have to do with that though?
Iron dolls.
It would be a frost
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the one.
An iron sculpture of yourself and become invisible for 1.3 seconds.
Yeah, why tetanus though? Rust. But what does ice have to do with it?
Like ice is like water, bro.
Oh. Yeah. Iron something, I don't know. Find 3 hits with your IRONSING mantra, make the opponent spew tiny metal blades. This is the auction gel. Okay. Find 3 hits with your IRONSING mantra, make the opponent spew tiny metal blades. Metallica from JoJo. Talent path. 50-50. Yo, who joined up? Oh. IRONSING mantras inflict thunderclaw variant and vice versa. Losing damage over time so to burst. A path? Paths. I'm gonna keep it but paths. I ain't gonna suggest no paths. Because they just probably don't have a chance of getting it at all. No extraction. Hang your opponent with slash damage. Builds up metal extraction at 5 stacks. Strike your opponent's iron from their blood, and they get a visual effect that makes their screen slightly reddish and slightly blurred. Reddish and blurred, so like Haslden from Rogue, while dealing suffocation type damage. That's a lot going on.
As long as that doesn't actually take your blood, I think it'll be fine. Because otherwise, like NOK is gonna get shit on. I feel like just like any long ganks with that talent, you're just
I'm gonna keep it a buck. We gotta be extremely picky, bro, when it comes to the talents I put. So that's what for a lot of them, I'm just reading over. I gotta pick a few that really stand out.
They gotta do something with blood damage though, because like iron.
5, 15 tangents. Summon a small metal-based golems that attack. This is like a. Okay.
I've got a theory.
Conductions.
Bloodweave?
50. 40.
What if Bloodweave is actually just a path of IRONSING?
Enemy has metal applied to their body.
I doubt it would be.
Alright, it has nothing to do with IRONSING. It's hit by a flame tormentor. The metal ignites and burns and deals much more damage. A fire metal talent definitely needs to be a thing. I'll agree with you on that. Yeah, this one just has 7 dislikes, 25% physical. Yeah, thanks for the 5. Question: take my $5. Can we repost our suggestions and ping you? You can repost them. You can repost them if you want. Just know that.
Please do
Yeah.
not add more physical resistance talents. I'm gonna be going against people with like 300% physical resistance.
8 likes. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like anything.
Yeah,
with
real
physical
quick.
armor-
Yo, real quick, I had to meet up. Real quick, if your talent has a decent amount of likes, yo, that means it might go hard. If it has a lot of dislikes, though, it means I won't. It's not that I won't read it, but it's like, bruh, why are there a bunch of niggas disagreeing with you? Letting IRONSING mantra after flourish will summon to rip apart your opponents. Oh, so, I mean, it's wait, no, you know what this is though? This isn't this just the fire talent, but the iron version? Is that just me? Isn't that just what it is? I mean, like, that'd be cool, low key, but it's like, I feel that's kind of just, no. Final act, but iron, yeah, I don't know. I feel I don't know. Every attunement has one, to be honest. Does every attunement have one? Dark and roast. Once rust has been applied to M1s. Flourish talents? Yeah, I guess so. Once rust has been applied to your M1 still ether. Charisma. That's an iron will. Call your allies will still prevent them from being picked up. That's actually iron will, huh? How would that occur though? Call your allies will still prevent them from being picked up. Yo, why are some niggas spamming my chat, bruh? I just said I'll go over YouTube comments after I'm done going over the Discord ones, bruh. That's an interesting idea, though. Scroll to the pin. I agree. I went up and I was going over some of them talents already in the podcast, so I don't know. Yeah, like make some heavy. Okay, I mean, that's an interesting idea. I kind of like the idea a little bit. I'll put the idea in there. I'll just do this. Hold up. Talent that makes it harder for your opponents to pick up allies. Good on you. I like seeing shit like that. Interesting. Metal Overlord. When you hit by IRONSING mantra, build a fortitude. I'll take. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Anything that's like take reduced damage, they more likely probably because you can already reduce damage by so much without like, you see what I'm saying? But I get why people would suggest that though. When landing an IRONSING mantra while the person hit is burning, do extra damage. IRONSING mantras. Tempered steel. Tempered steel, huh? I'm gonna say no to this one for a specific reason, actually, but this is well formatted. This will go hard, I think. I get where you're coming with though. I get where you're coming up with though. Arctic path, IRONSING, so the mantra makes the opponent take more posture and armor damage. Sharpening blood, you bleed less when you attain this or something. That's just the fire talent. Evergreen Arrow. Bro, this has 7 dislikes. Yep. I think I'm doing an MP3 file, bro. Focus and gives you strength to uproot and throw trees. But I don't see what iron has to do with it though. But I mean, the link in the description doesn't work. Yo, just type out discord.g/agamatsu in the search bar. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I I feel like this would just be a strength talent straight up. Funny idea though. Track. Hey, the bit's waiting in place for a bit and can set any. So it's like ice traps, but like fire, huh? After casting an Iron Mantra, blocking with a shield reduces posture damage by 15%. Titanium shield. After casting an Iron Mantra, your posture is unable to reach maximum for a brief moment while blocking with a shield. 5-second cooldown. The slash resistance is crazy. Titanium shield, huh? Okay, so you know what this reminds me of? This is gonna be like the mages with shield, and you know, like how mages, like, they can get, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it reminds me of. It's interesting though. It's different. For a brief moment, I'll say longer cooldown. I'll put it in there. We'll throw it in there. Fuck it. I'll say, like, it needs to be like a long ass cooldown. Or something like that. We'll see how it does. Back to Future. Create a hoverboard allows you to glide across the ground. Almost like you're skating. Cool idea. Yeah, landing Iron Sing matches on a temporary buff. Landing Iron Sing matches on an opponent temporarily buff any blood source damage against him. I see. Oh, I see. So not the damage, but like the blood loss. Okay, maybe. I'll throw that in there too, because like all the other ones are so far like do more damage. Something that increases blood loss. That could be a build with bloodthirst waiting to happen. Welded alloys, 3 Iron Sing. Consuming different ores allows you to change aspect of your mantras for the next 30 seconds. Iron applies more pen to mantra. Gold makes mantras faster. Bullet casings, but for mantras, huh? Like the ability to like consume like iron, gold, erythene. Okay, interesting. I don't know. The only thing I don't like is like before every fight you have to go and mine. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, same thing with the Plurpone alloy shit, but I don't know. I already suggested some akin to having like some sort of setup before. You can buy it. Oh, you can buy it. I don't know. It just feels a little too gimmicky, nah? I don't know. Maybe I'll just throw in like the base idea. Consuming different ores does something. Ores does something. I don't know. Something, maybe bullet, like putting bullets. We'll see. They might be down. You never know. They might be down. Still in my reach. This one has 8 dislikes. Damn, what happened? When your target is too far to hit, but still within 1.2 range of your weapon, you're capable of extending your blade 20% with your Iron Sing. It's 70%. I don't know. That means something with like 8 range has like 9.2, I think, right? Or no, 9.6. So that means if you have like a spear, that's gonna do 10.8 range. Yeah, that's a little too much. Anyway, let me look what else. Iron Maiden. Upon being afflicted with heavy blood loss, encase yourself in metal and absorb 1 hit. With heavy blood loss, huh? Here's the thing though. I've tested it. It's really hard to proc heavy blood loss, but fuck it, we can throw it in there. That sounds interesting. Requirement: 30 intel, Iron Sing, bullet coater. If you have ore in your inventory, you can coat bullets without. Oh, actually, yeah, sure. Throw that in there. Yeah, like a bullet coating sort of thing. Maybe you can do it for your friends too. Okay, a little bit of utility there. Nothing bad about that. Oh, yeah, okay. Corrosion. Block breaking opponent will create a temporary effect on your opponent's lowering swing speed and wait for a temporary time. I think I saw this already. Disables opponent's enchants for a temporary time. Interesting. Block breaking them disables their enchants temporarily, huh? That sounds kind of interesting, actually. Yeah, we'll see. Might throw that in there. Kind of like that one. Block breaking disables. Type no will be useless. Is it useless? Block breaking someone temporarily disables their enchants. I don't think it's that bad. No, it's like they get, you block break them, Actually, yeah, that's better for Life Weave. Next, you're right. If we say that for Life Weave, if that ever gets added as an entombment, you're right. Having active tether from opponent and him will create a small magnetic field. Let's see. Also, if I say no to your talent just know it's because I know something as a tester, and yeah, it won't fit in. Can't stop me being hit by look. IRONSING 45, upon being ragdolled, use IRONSING to brace yourself catching yourself. So it's like an automatic thing. Fragment spray. After 3 successful dodges, apply iron fragments on your enemy, which gives them a slight debuff. I don't know if they want. I remember May. Proto Iron. Requirement 40 IRONSING, 44. I'm probably iron like skin shatters off. You want to bleed. Probably flame time to make your steel skin. And splashes every swing, causing your opponent to burn. Kind of hard to make talents with the mantras. You're not wrong. That's why I'm just going through them right now. So if I just say no because tester reasons, you gotta take the L. When hitting an enemy, charge enemy. When using a IRONSING projectile mantra, the mantra will auto aim towards the charge enemy. I like the idea. It's actually pretty. You charge them and then that's decent. No for tester reasons. Talent pellet. Summon pellets. Some pebbles from the ground. Firefox Foxfire from Naruto. What line access hit? A construct of bonus parable metal rod. No for tester reasons. Or flying strike. Category part of the talents that relate to regenerating armor, such as Salinger. It is a small portion. After proccing everything's element test or small. Yeah, there's already a bunch of talents suggested like that. Efficiency inducer. Every third IRONSING makes their blood. There's actually already, as you can see here, to stop you guys from doing something. There's already put here a stack sort of talent. You see what I'm saying, right? You stack it after perfect casting or after landing. It does something, leads to debuff. I already put that here as a suggestion. Temper metal. If they burn, they play overheat. Your slash damage. And take heat damage. Over time of anything. Mark 2. Now breach its limits. Your basic attacks and everything will affect the card. Dude. 40%. Cauterize is strong. Lots of bullets. You can now coat your bullets with IRONSING. Increase bullet duration, fast travel speed. Smelted bullets, huh? Gotta shut down iron talent suggestion. Yeah, it might just be too long eventually, I ain't gonna lie. Kinda like the idea though, the bullet one. Kinda goes kinda hard. Maintain Crusher. Your damage multipliers on caps. What the hell? Armor stripping. Yeah, I've seen this one. I've seen those already. Allowed to consume different types of metal. Seen that already. Flurry of Iron. This has 25 likes. Your vent now spreads needles of iron everywhere. Parable says blockable, cannot dodge. Has a lot of likes, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe a cooldown on it or something like that. I guess I'll throw it in there. Guess we'll throw that in there. Though I don't think it'll get in, but you never know. Check new messages. Appreciate the £2, but I'm going through in order. Alright, mineral omnipotence. When by it or having been obscured in some way. Gain the ability to sense your surroundings. I kinda like that, like how metal bending is. But there's very little things in the game that blind you, so one of those talents that exist as physical tools inside your inventory lets you choose between the star weapons to fight with temporarily, but they are made of pure iron and cannot be enchanted. I see. So like you can like summon it. It's like raw. I mean, that's cool, but like I don't know, bro. I don't know what to say, bro. It's just like most of the time, it's cool, but I feel like as if the starter weapons don't, you know what I'm saying? Unless maybe they did some damage, I feel like that would be kind of interesting. The crazy slots in question. Yeah. When I buy 3 more matches in the span of 5 seconds, you gain an armor conjure. What the heck, man? Because you got 3 talents. No, 4 talents. When you're block broken, you get surrounded by iron, and weapons made from iron deal 50% less damage. Your enemies locked in place encased in iron. Small bits of iron to make you slide faster and longer. You can now create bombs using ether. An IRONSING bomb talent. You can now create bombs using ether, huh? I feel like that would just be like an intelligence thing, no? I like that idea though. Each IRONSING. Yo, thanks for the 2. Chrome Cock 100 IRONSING TP to enemy and bang them. I mean, the name Iron Maiden for a talent is fire. I think it is. Back to me. The bullets you shoot out now come back to you. However, dealing half the initial damage if the bullet hits a target. What do you think about it? Oh, that sounds like it'd be no, because like you know how guns, you know, like if you parry it, it doesn't stun the opponent. I think it's an interesting idea, but I feel like a lot of people are gonna like sit in the back with like a rifle and then like, but it's half damage though. I'm on the edge. I don't know, bro. I kind of like it, but yeah, something about it. Make your way. You forge your armor mid-fight every 5 seconds. Okay, every 5 seconds. If you hit somebody with an IRONSING match, you gain armor piece. Each piece gives 3% physical. The cap is 5 or 15%. You lose all your armor by getting flourished. 15% is... I like the idea, but like at max. You know what? No for tester reasons. Just because the matches are fucking busted. Some of them are easy as fuck to land. You would just be constantly getting your like free physical. But... and you only get lose all when you get flourished. Add a tab to the campfire called armor where you can modify your outfit. So they're adding IRONSING to deep. Yep. They are Bongiorno. Could you believe it? Tungsten tether. When your health reaches 0, you will not be knocked unless your armor is what? Unless your armor is also 0, bro. So you realize that if you just play using metal, you will like it'll be impossible to kill you. Dog, that's just busted beyond belief. Are we gonna make talents when we don't even know what it is? That's the funny part. That's the fun part of it all. You gotta guess it. And sometimes, you know, a lack of something gives birth to something even better. Radioactive path. Alpha radiation. Whenever you hit, release a bunch of radiation. Having their ether regen and tempo gain. Whenever you land an IRONSING match, inflict radiation sickness. Decreasing all the healing by a certain amount per attack. Oh yeah. Radioactive sickness. That makes the player vomit. Ooh, vomit. That's a huge stun. I kind of like the idea of radiation somehow, but magnetic field. When landing an IRONSING mantra, the next IRONSING mantra will collect extra tiny metal rocks from the environment and it will attract your opponent, so you're doing slight damage. Static link active. 45 IRONSING. Okay, so this one makes it to where like things in the environment can like attach to your opponent. I mean, all right, we'll throw it in there. Attacks that apply knockdown now have a 10% damage boost with a cooldown of 15 seconds. Hydraulic press, huh? The jet striker, tacit drop kick. No for tester reasons. Flaming armory. The burning servants you summon enough steel-coated halberds, removing the burn but increasing damage and posture. Bro, do you know that burning servants is like usually an insta guard break if you block it? Dude, being able to say no for tester reasons is so good. I don't have to explain shit. I could just be like, no for tester reasons. It's so busted. I love saying it. Because, you know, you guys can't question it. Ooh, it's out by Vortex. Braced armor. Imbue your brace matcher with iron. Nullifies lightning stun and other forms of stun while keeping the armor that brace grants you. Huh, a buff for brace, and it nullifies stuns. Okay, wait. That's not bad, actually. That's pretty... Excuse me. What was I saying? I mean, I'm guessing it wouldn't just be a lightning stun. It'd be other forms of stun, but sure, I'll throw it in there. Braced armor. That sounds cool. A brace plus IRONSING talent? That's unique. Giant tortoise. This guy has a lot of talents, but he has a lot of likes, so let's take a look. Giant tortoise. Create a shell of iron on your back after parrying an IRONSING mantra. Oh, after you parry an IRONSING mantra? Okay. Enemies who hit you from behind take 20% of the damage they deal. Okay. Not taking paths and apparently skips after it. Reinforced plating. You reinforce your armor with metals from your attunement. Gain 20% more durability on your armor. Caltrop dash. Dodging an attack place caltrops on at your feet. Electroplated metal. Your metal is imbued with lightning. Matches do 10% less iron damage and instead do 10% lightning damage. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's beautiful outside. Weapons expert. Pairing weapon mantras. Steals the armor and reinforces your own. Pairing weapon mantras, huh? So like it's a no attunement, like anti-no attunement talent. Steals the iron and reinforces your own. This lasts for 10. Weapons expert. Precision aim. Projectiles created on nursing now chance to crit. Your bullet attacks have been inspired by bullets are fast and ricochet off walls, huh? Okay. When running low on iron, consume your armor's durability to cast your next IRONSING mantra. This mantra is stronger. Yo, what's good, stock? IRONSING lightning hyper talents. I think, okay, hear me out. I'm probably not gonna do as many. I'm not gonna be looking as looking at as many dual attunement talents, I'm just gonna be looking at IRONSING mainly. We always need more anti-no attunement. I feel like what's it called? This one, I think weapons expert's kind of cool. I just say don't make it too much, but I kind of like the idea that like you parry it and then like, you know, as long as it's not too crazy. What do y'all think? We'll throw it in there. Yeah, we'll throw it in there because that sounds interesting. Like it isn't just, it's only off of like no attunement mantras, which interesting idea. Don't jank it. IRONSING mantra that talent upgrades to this rank plus 15 IRONSING. This will be an upgrade to one of the mantras like Grand Screw or Shatter Spear. Okay. Upon landing, impale the opponent with a metal rod, dealing extra damage if the opponent rolls the next 5 to 10 seconds. Maybe the time would be reduced. I think that's an interesting idea. I've never seen that yet in the game or suggested. Something where like a talent that adds a condition to where if you roll in a certain amount of time, you take damage. That's an interesting idea, actually. Dealing extra damage if one rolls. This sort of symbolizes... Okay. Downsides. I'm gonna do 1% when landing at first. Trade-off being hard to get. Maybe it takes a lot of procs to get it, and then it impales. What do you guys think? I think this one's actually pretty interesting. What do y'all think? I think it's actually kind of... Yeah, because, like, I don't know. Because if you apply it and then, like, what if they use Thunder Kick? Like, what if I go Thunder... What if I go Thunder Metal and I have the rod in you? Then, like, I mean, you have to parry. You can't dodge. Maybe they can make the damage little, though. What about Fire, though? Like, what if I do Fire and Metal and, like, I apply the rod in them? Pause. And then, like, I set them on fire. And then they have to... They could just make it... I don't know about the name though, but okay, interesting. Metal talent that inflicts a status effect where if you roll, you take damage. Obviously, would not last a very long time. Okay, I like that. Metalomanic. Landing 5 IRONSING magic gives you 30% posture. Landing 1 after the parry convert the message for elemental physical. I like the idea. Yo, okay. This guy, the idea of converting your mantra damage from elemental to physical. You're on to something, buddy. You're on to something there. Vein plate. Hitting a consecutive. Okay.
Let me put the rod in smile.
Let me see where I was at real quick. Oh, that 153. Bro, I've barely gone down. Oh, I'm right here. What are we at? We got 25 minutes left. Jeez, bro. Bro, it's been fucking 35 minutes since we started. Holy shit. Back to reading it. Let's go back to reading. Vein plate. Hitting consecutive matches will make the ground below you turn to metal. So this is just ice. Ice, right? Applying slow and the possibility to be... it's just ice. Wait, I got a ping in the Chester Discord. Let me check out what that is real quick. Lightning Rod. Taking lightning damage empowers your next Thunder Call. Oh, I see. So you taking thunder damage empowers it. Mm. 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 Okay. Is literally a Pokemon ability, is it? Taking lightning damage and your next lightning or thunder iron sing match for 5 seconds. So it's like an anti-lightning talent. Interesting idea. Interesting. Landing your iron sing match with Nuzlocke repairs your armor. That's been, trust me, that's been suggested. Oh, I got pinged again. Alright, we gotta move quick, bruh. We gotta move quick. Mosh Pit. Showstopper 6 iron. Showstopper now creates a large crater within the ground. Slowing enemies that stay inside it, empowering iron sing mantras. Tester. Actually, assume every no is either tester or it's already been suggested. Yeah. Or it's a bad talent. Smith's right. Where's right here's on? If I just skip, assume it's 1 to 3, bro. We gotta go. I'm just gonna read through. Alright. That one's already been suggested. That's actually, I think this is actually an interesting idea. Whenever you grip a player, their weapon flies, like you can use their weapon in. That's actually. I'll consider it. I'll think about this one. Apologies, I'm not speaking much. I'm just trying to take a look at some interesting ideas. This one? Someone cooked apparently. Okay, wait, let me take one more look. Unable to dodge is crazy. This one has already been. This dude sent he sent his own list. This nigga sending his own list, bro. He got 10 of them hoes in here. I'll look at the top 3. It's actually. That's the same thing like that Great Axe talent, though. The stun is the same. Something like that. Interesting. Real quick, let me preface by saying, while it may look like I'm ignoring a lot of these talents, please realize that some of these that are being suggested will probably be added in its own like manner. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, for example, this one I looked at right here, the ability to like alloy your weapon. Like, I've been suggested something like that, right? I suggested something like that in the tester Discord. The ability to like use an alloy to apply it to your weapon. I just want to point that out. So don't, even if I ignore it, there's a chance that it might be still getting at it. That's all I want to say. This one's actually pretty interesting. I don't know, that one's actually kind of interesting too. Using notes to repair your armor. We'll see. We'll see what the YouTube comments say soon enough. Silver guard, hell yeah. So actually, break in from LS. They deflect to where your cursor is. Actually, as cool as this one is, I remember someone suggested something akin to this, and Ark was saying like they'd have to rework every projectile, right? So that's the only issue with something like that. Even though I think it'd be really cool, and I wouldn't mind putting it on the list. Didn't realize there was that many people still watching. Fucking 700 people just sitting here watching me look at a fucking list of pretty much the same thing, but this goes hard. I already suggested this as a buff though. Just that like a buff to Blood Iron in general. I fuck what you're saying though from the Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist. That's a tough ass name. Fistile. You will get a slight defense boost. So it's just like Full Metal Alchemist talent. Y'all fucking with that? I don't know if I'd be able to tell him to add that. None of these feel like common talents. Common talents are pretty useless most of the time. Well, that's not true though. Like pretty much all the really good talents for attunements, this is loud, are like really just common talents if you think about it. Like a lot of the fire ones, what's it called? All like the shadow ones are common. All the Gale ones are also common, except World Without Song, which is advanced. Which is technically still a common if you re-roll it at Shrine of Chance. Not a rare. Hmm. 6. That was. Parrying an opponent causes their weapon to rust, making their next element do reduced damage and posture 5% less. 15-second cooldown, 19 votes. Did y'all really mess with this talent? Let me look what chat's saying. Yo, folk with this one? It could be thought out a bit more. Should be a specific amount of parries. I'll throw it in there. Change up the. What is it? Pairing. Change to better effects. Or change to better proc condition. This is the same one as the other one. Yeah, if you notice, again, a lot of these are like pretty much the same. Nothing wrong with that, but it's just like they've probably already been put on the list, or I've already seen them suggested, or for other reasons I can't explain, they just don't apply. Ironcing damage dealing mantra. Proc the lava from explosion. Definitely could be a better way to do that one. Hammer, Iron Singer. Ferrum is iron in Latin. Okay. Interesting. I kind of like that. Great Hammer, Iron Sing. Not too much here. Okay. For now, we got about what? We got 9 minutes on the clock. We gonna stop right here for now. Wow. We didn't get that far. And we're gonna go to the video. Alright, I said I'd give it an hour of 50 minutes of looking at that. The rest of the time looking at the talents. Yeah. Shrapnel after 4 minutes. The next one deals an additional 5% bleed like an AoE shrapnel, okay. Reduce armor. Reducing armor, huh? Okay. Interesting. Paths. For doing too much stuff. I'm mainly looking at just IRONSING stuff though. Mainly. Heavy metal, block breaking enemy using IRONSING mastery deals heavily increased damage to armor. Actually, that's actually not a bad idea. Wait, that kind of was kind of hard. I don't know if someone suggested that before, but I'm using an IRONSING deals heavy metal. Fuck with that. Feels hard. IRONSING can be based on posture damage. You can eat different ores. See what I'm saying, bro? People. I mean, you can kind of see how IRONSING kind of fits into a certain category, right? That's how you see some of these talents ending up being the same thing. Hmm. Um. Mm. 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 Oats take less damage, huh? Super armor, huh? By fainting. It's like an inhale, but for IRONSING. Maybe actually. I'll put something like that. Fainting mantras does something sort of talent. Thanks for the 2. Refresh the page. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm going through all the old talents that got added when the video dropped. Yeah. I ain't gonna do that. Because I need to get the old ones. Not check the new ones. Because there's going to be a bunch of comments from people who are watching the stream just now. So why would I refresh the page? I could always just also sort by new as well, actually. Ooh, enemy son off after being hit with by an iron signature. Continuously lose armor. Wait, this is actually... Until the fire is put out, melting point. I said I wouldn't do dual attunement talents, but wait, I kind of like that. That'll be for another day. Saw that. I was like, wait, that's a good ass name. Ores. Making armor weak. Iron coat. Increase slash resist by decreased blunt damage. Interesting. An ironing showcase immediately. Appreciate it, bro. Make him a little heart. So. Literally a bare fist, huh? The more damage reduction your opponent has, the more posture damage your IRONSING matches will do. Wait, that's it. I've never thought about that before. Like the more, like, you know, the niggas that stack up, I haven't seen that yet. I don't think I've seen that yet. And that's like literally like, wow, my shit ran out. My music actually ran out. I actually like that. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually I haven't seen nothing like that yet. I'm putting that on the list. Turn their defenses against them. That goes hard. I'm putting that on there. That goes hard. I like that. Some that goes against them niggas with like 60% physical arc order. Yeah. Kind of goes hard. Against the average dude, it might not do too much. That goes kind of hard. Alright, looks like the timer is over, bro. We spent an hour, one whole hour looking at talents. Wow, I spent an hour doing this. Let's look at what we got. So, we got almost 2 pages worth. Alright. We're gonna have to cut this down too. We're gonna have to cut down this list from an hour that we just... So, I'm saying, bro. Electrolysis, Thunder, IRONSING. Actually, I'll put all the dual attunement ones at the bottom. All of them at the bottom. This will be like for another time. Alright, I'll pick like we have to do like 3. Alright. Player opponent ally tally that you consume something. I'm gonna remove this from the list actually because I already suggested something like that. A stack sort of talent where like based on metal poisoning / rust, where stacks lead to a debuff like slowness or no jumping or whatever it is. Alchemy talent that uses IRONSING, low requirement, allows you to use ores to make unique potions. Or a consumption talent. Everybody keeps talking about that. Consume this to get buff X, Y, and Z. Charisma / IRONSING talent. Iron Will talent makes it hard for your opponents to pick up knocked allies. Should probably point that out. Titanium Shield. After casting an IRONSING magic, your process is unable to reach max for a brief moment. Yeah, loaded out. Alloys. Iron Maiden. Yeah, this is the consuming ones. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Let me see if I can do this real quick. This will be like the last little part we do. Alright, let me get this down. What's it called? Alright, hold up. Just give me like a bit. We're gonna take a look at these. Titanium Shield. Anemia. Loaded alloys. Hear me out here. Iron Maiden. Bullet Coater. Flurry of Iron. Magnetic Field. Braced Armor. Weapons Expert. What else? Jeez. Roll equals take damage from iron talent, oxidation, heavy metal, some metal faint talent, and king and iron. Alright. Let me save this. Bro. Bro, what the hell? Yo, why is this shit so fucking slow? This shit's stupid. Okay. Alright. Current background song name. Current background song name is Ace Attorney Lo-Fi Remix. Alright, one sec. Let me take up one last look. Titanium Shield. Yeah, loaded alloy. Field. Heavy. No. Oh, talent. And then, alrighty. Holy shit. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do, chat. We got a tournament of all the talents that made it on the list. We're gonna do a tournament, pick the top ones. I'm not gonna be able to send all these. We're gonna have to do this just so we can send 2 to 3. That's all we're gonna be able to do. I told you an hour ago, if you just came here, that's your fault. I told you an hour ago, only 1 hour is gonna look at talents. I'm done looking for now. Let me start the tournament. I bet. I told you. I said I'd give it 1 hour. I looked at it for 1 whole hour. I'm not gonna do any more. Alright, I'm gonna give it like, we can go through these, see which ones make it to the list. I bet. So, but what do we say here for the first one? We're just gonna go through all these and we'll get them real quick. If you want to participate, feel free. The bullet coder talent is the one where basically, where is it? What the fuck is it? Well, basically, it's one where like people who have IRONSING on the fly can coat their, yeah, right here. If you have ore in your inventory, you can just coat your bullets for you or your friends. Or the faint metal talent where like if you faint your metal mantra, you get X, Y, and Z. You see what I'm saying? You would get something. I'm gonna give it like another like, once at 150 votes, I'm gonna end it. We at 145, 6, 150. Let me end it. Alright, it looks like the faint metal one makes it to the next round, man. Alright, what's next? We'll go on to that one later. Flurry of Iron versus King of Iron. Alright, next. Iron, King of Iron. Alright, so basically, where is it? Flurry of Iron was the talent where basically, whenever you vent, you would like spread needles of iron everywhere around you. So it'd be like, it would turn your vent into like kind of an attack, and it would probably have a cooldown. It'd probably be parable, blockable, whatever, right? Or you have King of Iron, where like, the more physical resistance someone has on them, the more posture damage some of your matches would do against them, right? So if they have like maybe above a certain threshold, like they're above 35 or 40 percent physical, you start doing like a bit more. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like both these Loki kind of eat, but I gotta cut it down, bro. I got to. Alright, we had 150, and it looks like King of Iron won that one. Amnesia, or... Expert. Alright, Amnesia. Landing IRONSING mantras on an opponent temporary buffs any blood source damage. Alright, so I think if you like land IRONSING mantras against them continuously, the blood loss damage that they take is increased. Why you have to cut it down? Because it's not just me suggesting talents. There are other people suggesting talents as well. I'm not gonna be the one to sit here and like give like 4 or 5, like 20 different talents. I gotta cut it down because this is like, there's a bunch of people doing IRONSING talents. There's other testers, so I can probably only do 3, maybe 4 at most, realistically. And even then, not all of those will get in. Other talents, we might be able to catch up to one day, but I might come later on. There's just so many different talents that You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, to be quite frank, it doesn't really matter in my opinion, even if we don't get to every single talent. Because if you look at it, 90% of the talents are pretty much the same thing anyway. Like there's a lot of eat X, Y, and Z or get X, Y, and Z buff. There's a lot that's like increase your physical resistance by knocking a player and getting a coat of metal on you. There's a lot of fire metal talents. There's a lot of fire lightning talents. There's a lot of like, you know, being able to pierce through people, you know, sharpening your metal. There's a lot of like alloy, use alloy X, Y, and Z. There's a lot of perfect cast 3 times in a row, and you see how there's like a lot of them, right? So I don't think it's that big of a deal. We're at 150 talents. It looks like the weapon experts one wins. Did I even say what the weapon experts one was? I didn't even say what it was, did I? I might as well go over it before it's too late. Oh, that's if you parry weapon mantras like prominence draw, rapid slashes. It steals the iron from their weapon, reinforces your own. Right, that one. Anyway, whatever. Oh yeah, okay. So the next talents. All right, so the next one is this one. All right, so there's Titanium Shield. After casting an IRONSING mantra, your posture is unable to reach max capacity, so you can't get guard broken for a brief moment when blocking with a shield. 25-second cooldown. Or there's the other one where like the idea was if you like land 3 perfect casted IRONSINGER mantras, you would place a rod inside of them for like a few seconds, and if they dodge while the rod is inside of them, they take damage. That was the idea for that one. So it would just be a few seconds, and yeah. Alright, look, it's looking pretty good. The roll one is going to win here. Alright, next up. Iron Will Oxidation. Alright, so let me see what those were real quick. So Oxidation, whenever you parry an opponent's... Oh, I said there should be a better proc condition. But basically, right, the idea originally was like if you parry an opponent's, you know, M1, if anything, I'd change it to critical, right? Or another mantra. But the idea is that their next M1 after would be rusted, and it'll make them do reduced damage and reduced posture damage. 5% less with like a 15-second cooldown. And the other one, Iron Will, that's the other one where like if your allies are knocked, basically, right, they'd be like, it's a charisma IRONSING talent where like their skin probably turns metal, and it's harder for them to get picked up. Like, they can't get picked up immediately. Is probably what I'm guessing that one would be. So yeah. That's what it's... Because they're, like, heavy IRONSING, you know? So yeah. Let me see what they're talking about in the Tester Discord, because I'm missing out, aren't I? All right. Polls are close. I'm gonna let it go to 200 votes. Cause it's kind of close right now. All right, let's end it. Let's see which one won. Iron Will seems to have more votes here. So Iron Will 50%, Oxygen 49. Braced Armor and Wooded Alloy. Alright, Braced Armor. This is the one where if you have Brace, and enough Ironsing, basically whenever you have Brace on, it nullifies stuns. So like Lightning Stun, Stun from Encore, Stun from Gaze, as long as the Brace is on, right? And it keeps your Hyper Armor. The other one is Wielded Alloy. Let me see where Wielded Alloy is. Yeah. So basically, if you consume ores, right? If you consume iron, you consume coal, it gives you different buffs. Similar to Coated Bullets, right? So for example, right? If you use Fire Palm, you know, maybe your Fire Palm is not. I'm giving you an example though, right? Maybe your Fire Palm does more damage, right? Maybe your Fire Palm has more pen. Maybe when you eat, like, I don't know, Umbrite, your Fire Palm will slow them for like a second, and then, you know, some bullshit. So yeah, let's see what the polls have to say. Is this one close? What are we at? 167 votes. All right, let me end it and see what the polls say. All right, Wooded Alloy won this one. So Magnetic Field. Whenever you land an Ironsing mantra, oh yeah, so this one was like the next Ironsing mantra, right, will collect like tiny rocks from the environment, I guess, wherever that is, and it will attract on your opponent, slowing them and dealing slight damage. Needs static link. And then you have Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden, right? Oh yeah. So if you yourself are hit with heavy blood loss, like you lose a lot of blood quickly, you encase yourself in metal and you absorb 1 hit. This one's really close, so we'll wait till 200 votes. And you guys are decisive today. Jeez. All right, bro. It's still super close. I'm gonna let it go up to 250, bro. Y'all gotta pick, man. Y'all gotta vote, bro. Almost at 250, man. Thanks for the £5. I know you ain't had any more time, but I appreciate giving free on my recent one. My card empty now. Resent and deposition. Okay. All right, we're at 260 votes. Let's end it. All right, Iron Maiden takes the win here with 51%. Very close. Heavy Metal and then the Alchemy talent. All right. Alchemy talent. So this one is basically where like you can use Ironsing, a low requirement, and you can basically put ores in your pots in order to make unique potions, right? And then you have Heavy Metal. Which one is Heavy Metal? Heavy Metal was where if you block break an enemy using an Ironsing mantra, it deals increased damage to their armor itself. Oh yeah, this one's no competition. I'm just gonna move on. This one won like clearly. And then finally we have this one. Alright, so basically these two, so the one above was like, yo, it'd be a stack sort of talent where like you stack 3 perfect casted X, Y, and Z, and it's based around metal and poisoning / rust, and it leads to a debuff like slowness or no jumping. And then you have the faint one where like the fainting one would also give you some sort of buff. These ones are basically just kind of in the air, like we'll see what happens with it. Yeah, so you guys pick stack sword talent or inhale but for metal. All right, we're at 160 votes. Looks like the stack talent won by 5%. All right. Now we're on to round 4. We'll start on, or yes, yeah, round 2. All right. Next up, Iron Maiden versus Heavy Metal. So let's start off. Heavy Metal was the one I just said earlier, where like you block break somebody and it does increased damage, heavy damage to your metal or your armor that you take, right? Then Iron Maiden, which one was that one? Let me find it real quick. Iron Maiden was the one where like if you yourself are inflicted with heavy blood loss, you encase yourself in metal and you absorb a hit. Alright, we'll wait till 150 votes. Looks like Heavy Metal won this one. Alright, Iron One, Wooded Alloy. Why not both? Because we can only get I can only suggest so many, bruh. Apologies. Alright, we got Wielded Alloy and Iron Will. So Wielded Alloy, this one was the one where like if you consume gold, consume Erythene, Umbrite, you get different buffs, maybe to your mantras, maybe to your M1s, just in general, right? Yeah, that's what I'll say about that one. And then you have Iron Will. Which one was that one? Let me find it. I actually can't find it here. Oh, this one. Yeah, that's right. If someone gets knocked, right? If someone gets knocked, right, and then you know, you basically, if one of your allies get knocked, you can basically have it to where they immediately, you like apply metal on them, and they're harder to pick up. They're much harder to pick up because you know they're metal. You turn them into metal low key. I'll let this one go up to like 250 votes. It's gonna be a close call. This one will be a match to remember. And this one's going back and forth. We might even need 300 votes for this one. I mean, we are in the second round. Why is it so, dude? Why is it like stuck in the middle? Chat's actually that's actually going crazy. Looks like it's gonna be too slow to get to 300. I don't know. Maybe we'll do 265 because it's kind of going up slowly now. Yeah, we'll do 265. We'll see where the votes say. All right, let's see what the polls say, guys. Iron Will with 51%. And Wood Owl with 48%. So Iron Will moves forward. Alright. We got weapons expert. And roll equals take damage from iron. Alright. So basically, if you're wondering, as I explained earlier, the weapons expert one was like if you parry a no attunement mantra like Revenge or Strong Left, basically, you basically like steal their iron from them and add it to your own, and it will give you increased pen damage that can stack up, right? So maybe it's like 3 or 2% every time. So if you keep parrying it, and then there's like maybe a cooldown where it falls off. And then with roll from damage taken, right? Basically, the idea was if you land a certain number of iron mantras in whatever way, whatever procs, right? You put in like an iron rod in them, right? And basically for a couple of seconds, like 2 to 3 seconds, if they roll within that time frame, they take damage, and then probably the iron rod goes away or something like that. So get to voting, bruh. You guys are constantly split. Holy. Alright, we're almost at 250 votes. We'll stop there. Alright, and it looks like the roll talent is the one that wins. The anti-roll talent, as I'll call it from now on. Alright, then we have the stack sort of talent. Stack sort of talent. King of Iron. Alright, next up, right? So this is the stack talent mentioned at the start, where like it would be related to rust or metal poisoning somehow, right? Where if you stack enough Ironsing mantras with whatever condition, it will lead to a debuff, such as slowness or not being able to jump for whatever amount of time. And then there's King of Iron. King of Iron was the one before where like the more physical resistance somebody has, the more posture damage your metal does against them. Let me look. Oh yeah, the pose are pretty clear here. This one takes it. All right, and now we are on to the quarterfinals. Actually, no, this is the semifinals. We have the final four. This is the semifinals. We have the four, what's it called? Four final talents here. All right, let's start off. We have Iron Will versus Heavy Metal, bro. All right, so Iron Will was basically the one before where like if your allies get knocked, you basically apply a sort of metal casing around them that makes them hard to pick up. Heavy Metal was the one where like if you block break somebody with an Ironsing mantra, it deals increased damage to their armor. Yeah. Oh yeah, this one definitely took it. Yeah, that one took it. All right, now for this one. Roll, let's take damage. Roll. All right, so I don't know if I need to really explain these, but King of Iron, that's the one where if your opponent has more physical resistance, they take increased posture damage. Where the roll talent was like, if you land enough Ironsing mantras, you put a rod inside of them, and for the next couple seconds, maybe like 2 to 3 seconds, if they roll, they take damage, and that would be the idea for that one. So I'll just go until it's like 200. All right. Okay. All right. King Iron moves on. All right, now for the finals, bruh. The final battle. King Iron versus Heavy Metal. I don't know why I felt cool saying that for a second, but it's the final one, bruh. All right, as I said before, Heavy Metal was the one where, if you block break somebody with an Ironsing mantra, it basically does a lot of damage to your armor. And King of Iron was the one where like, you know, the more damage reduction they have, the more posture damage you will do against the individual. So I'll let you guys get to voting. I'll let this one play out completely. I'll give it like another like 20-25 seconds for you guys to discuss in chat, you know. Damn, this new video doing good. Ba-na, 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 ba-na-na. And now the music is over. Let us see which one won. And the winner of this is King of Iron. King of Iron. Alright. So here's what we're going to do. So as I said I'd pick the top 4 talents. Let's go ahead and restructure them so they're actually in a much better state. Rare talent. Alright, so this will be our list. Oh, it's there the whole time. So number 1, King of Iron. Oh, King in Iron. I'm gonna just call it King of Iron because that sounds cooler. King of Iron, 75 Iron Sing, 45 Strength. The more physical resistance your opponent has, the more posture damage your Iron Sing mantras will do. I'm not gonna lie, this nigga was really cooking. That's some good shit. Next up, heavy metal. Heavy metal coming in 2nd place. Congratulations, congratulations. 50 Iron Sing, 50 Strength. And this one is block breaking enemy using an Iron Sing mantra deals increased. Yep, yeah. Breaking an enemy with a Iron Sing mantra will make that mantra deal increased armor damage. Next up, we never did which one's 3rd and 4th place, did we? All right, real quick, mini poll. We need to do which one's probably 2nd or 3rd and 4th. We got the undercard. Roll equals take damage versus Iron Will. Go ahead and vote. As I said before, roll from take damage is like you proc the shits, you know what I'm saying? And after a certain amount of times, you put a metal rod in them. Iron Will is the charisma Iron Sing one where you buff your allies with a coat of metal and basically makes them harder to pick up. Banana, 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 alright, looks like the wrong one took takes it. Alright, so in 3rd place. Okay, so here's how we're gonna do it. We need a name. It'd probably be something like, it'd probably be pretty high Iron Sing, like 60 Iron Sing, 30 agility, something like that, right? Probably something like that. Okay, why agility? Hold up. It'd be like, it wouldn't be agility. You're not the one dodging. What would it be? Maybe it would just be Iron Sing. Iron Sing and maybe like 20 strength, 30 strength. It's pretty good talent, so. Strength, yeah, probably like, we can do the same thing like strength. Alright. After landing, the condition though, the condition. After landing, see, if it's 3 perfect casted Iron Sing mantras, it needs to be something, I don't know. Apply a metal rod. That damages your opponent if they roll. Lasts a few seconds. 30-second cooldown. It could just be like showstopper requirement, iron stopper. Huh, that's actually not a bad idea. Showstopper. Yeah, thanks for the 2 again, Micro. What should it be? After applying, maybe a flourish does make sense here. After flourishing your opponent. Apply metal rod. That damages your opponent if they roll. Lasts a few seconds. Maybe it could last like, I say it lasts 3 to 4 seconds. It should probably be that short, right? Because if it's anything longer, it'll be like really annoying. What about the name? Barrel Flourish, Metal Foresight. Metallic Rupture. Rod of Narsa. Iron Pipe. But what does that have to do with Foresight, though? Metal Foresight? But, like, what does that have to do with Foresight, though? Metallic Impale. I feel like Impale is actually not a bad... Impale is actually, yeah, because you're impaling them with a rod. Impale might go hard. You impale them with a rod foreseeing the roll, but it don't work like that. You don't damage them because they roll. They're you know, like, they have a fucking rod in them. Obviously, like, dodging and shit's gonna... Staggering Impale. Ooh. Does that name go hard? Staggering Impale. That name kind of goes hard. Staggering Impale. I kind of like it. Yeah, I think that goes kind of hard. Good shit. That goes hard. Staggering Impale. That, I feel like, can we all agree though? This seems like it's a pretty good talent though. After flourishing your opponent, apply a metal rod that damages your opponent if they roll. Last 3. I feel like this is pretty damn solid. This is pretty damn solid. Yeah, this is definitely a top tier talent right here. More strength. Should it be a higher strength requirement? I just put it as like maybe. I feel like this is good because it requires showstopper too. And plus, here's the thing: the damage might not even be that crazy. Like, they could just make it do like 15-20 damage anyway. Who said the damage had to be like something like crazy? It's just something to punish your opponent. Yeah, right. It's like a flourish talent. We were looking for that. All right, yeah, this is fine. Iron Will. This is the last one. This was the 4th one in place. Yeah, see, everybody that made it here, they were gonna win anyway. But I just wanted to see, for the sake of the tournament, I want to see what was the number 1. If anything, though, I will definitely push for these 2 to make it in. Like, I'll be like, yo, these 2, like, that's what I'll do. The number 1, I'll definitely try and get this one in the most. The second one is like the second most. 3rd and 4th, if they don't get in, tough, right? Where's Iron Will? It's like up here. What were their requirements? A talent that makes it harder. Oh, there's no charisma. Like, how about 40 Iron Sing, like 30 charisma? How does that sound? Maybe 25. Right, like, yeah, see, I want to do 25, but here's my issue, though. 25 is, like, that's all the charisma charm talents, right? You know what I'm saying? You got, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you start, you want to, I don't want it to be, like, something that everyone just picks up, because everyone's going to go 25 charm. You see what I'm saying, right? Right, you know what I'm saying? Everybody goes 25 anyway. Make it a little more unique, right? That was just my thoughts behind that. I will. Now, how do I say, like, word this? Allies that get knocked around you, you apply a sheet of coating, of iron coating, to allies that get knocked around you, making them unable to be picked up for a few seconds. How does that sound? You apply a sheet of iron coating to allies that get knocked around you, making them unable to be picked up for a few seconds. Sounds pretty good. Could be maybe like 6-7 seconds. Is that but they get knocked? Yo, pick him up, pick him up. I can't pick that nigga up, bruh. I'm not gonna lie though. You know what I'm saying? Like, personally, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, was I the only one thinking that this entire time? Like, I saw it winning, like, the entire shits, and I was like, I mean, that's cool. I mean, yeah, it's winning, but, like, you know, like, bro, like, what's the iron? You know, it'd be crazy though. Hear me out. Hear me out, guys. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. That could be the basic. Maybe one day they had like an 80 charisma, like I say like 70 Iron Sing, 80 charisma variant. Right? Where the metal is so fucking thick around you that the Reaper can't break through the metal. It can't go through the metal. An anti-Reaper charisma talent. Now that, hold up, hear me out. You know what I'm saying? Like, they anti-Reaper. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? High requirement though, high requirement. No. Hear me out. 70 Iron Sing, 80 charisma. It's 80 charisma. It don't matter though. You know why? Because that's not what was voted on. Alright. I'm just pointing out that, you know what I'm saying? 70 charisma or 80 charisma, 70 Iron Sing. That's 150 points. And yeah, but you know what? For now, it don't even matter. My say is irrelevant. We have our winners here from the talents that looked like I looked and determined like, okay, these could all maybe have a good chance of being added. All right, I'm putting them in the tester chat. Everybody okay with this? King of Iron, 75 Iron Sing, 45 Strength. The more physical resistance your opponent has, the more posture damage your Iron Sing mantras will do. Heavy Metal, block breaking an opponent with an Iron Sing mantra will make that mantra do increased armor damage. Staggering Impel, that's a cold ass name. After flourishing your opponent, apply a metal rod that damages your opponent if they roll. Lasts 3 to 4 seconds with a 30-second cooldown. Iron Will. You apply a sheet of iron cone to allies that get knocked around you, making them unable to be picked up for a few seconds. I think this is we cut it down. We cut down like the massive amount to something like this, and then cut it down even more with the tournament bracket. Now here's the thing though. If allowed, I might maybe ask for like another one or two. Maybe we'll do like a mini tournament arc of the other ones. Because some of these were also like, for example, like I thought some of them were actually pretty nice. Like what's one talent from here that you feel like could have been made? I feel like braced armor was like unique enough to maybe make it. I know a lot of people wanted like you consume ores, you get a buff. I feel like at the same time though, what else? I feel like the alloy one as well, where like you use an alloy and or use it. That one would have been interesting. Oh, the vent one was kind of interesting too. But anyway, let's send this list in the tester chat. Oh, well, let me do this as well. Obviously, I'm gonna have to move that over here, my guy. You know. Community. All right, it's sent in the tester chat. I can't show you guys what's being sent them up. I can test their Discord, but they got some interesting talents. Let me read like a good one, for example. Oh, actually, I have some talents from there myself. What can I show? Like, okay, two of my talents that I suggested I can say. I said metallurgy. Perfect casted IRONSING mantra, steal your opponent's armor, gives it to you. That's the reason why I was skipping all of them. Because I already suggested that, guys. I already suggested that as a talent. Malleability. You're not able to use prone allies until I buff your thing for whatever, a few seconds. I already suggested some of them in there anyway. You see what I'm saying? I even did one called heavy metal poisoning. Talking about mantras potentially dealing bleed damage, applying a debuff, and making your opponent take even more bleed damage temporarily. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. Now, here's what I'll do. This is what I'll say, okay? If you guys please could continue putting down talents, right? Feel free to keep putting down talents. I want everybody in this stream right now to go ahead, put a thumbs up or a thumbs down on whatever you like and dislike. If you think something's good, you're like, okay, landing 3 hits with IRONSING mantras covers you in thorns made out of iron. Okay, so like, you know, if they hit me, I can return some of the damage back to them. Okay, I like this. I click the thumbs up, or I add a thumbs up to one of these. You see what I'm saying? Feel free to just take a look and, you know, just go, because I might have to look through these later, but there's so, bro, look how many talents there are. Look how many talents there are, bro. Bro, look how many talents there are, man. Did my Discord crash? My Discord crashed. Yep, so lots of a lot of talents. Thank you guys so much for joining the stream. Apologies if I couldn't get to your talent. I know some of y'all wanted to cook. I'll definitely be looking through them and adding more to the list, but just understand, even out of the list we had, at most I could probably only send 4 tops, so I apologize for that. But just know I really appreciate it, and I'm hyped for IRONSING, guys. I'm gonna catch you guys later, okay? Peace.